a set of implants from a nice 35-year-old lady. And as you can see, this is the new implant that was just introduced in September, the Establishment. And this is your 145 cc implant. Now what's interesting is you can see it has a green tinge to it. The other thing that's interesting is it's micro-textured, it's not smooth. And lo and behold, as you will see, there is actually a chip. This is the RFID chip. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut this open, and I'm just curious to see. Now this is, believe it or not, the same technology that was used in pets. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this open, and you will see this is a chip that's present. Very odd. And as you will see as I cut this open, this is this chip that's embedded within that implant itself. And as you will see, I have not seen this before. This is newer technology. The Establishment basically has these in their devices, and this is called the RFID, very similar to what the pets have in order to get the serial number information about the implant. Very odd, very unusual, and I find it very interesting that the manufacturers would put something like this, and number two, that the FDA would allow this, and number three, the FDA would even allow introduction of what is a micro-textured implant into the market. And so this is very interesting to see. Now the other thing I want to do is I want to just cut one open, as you will see.
Hey, Shalom. Let's start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Urchak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. And Shalom to the elect of Israel. So, what you saw there is an RFID micro C-hip implanted inside of an implant. So it's inside of a breast implant. And they're putting these into women now, which is crazy, because you're already putting a foreign object into your body, but now this foreign object has radio frequencies, which these frequencies affect your body. And it's been shown to affect your body when they're inside of people. That's probably one of the reasons that Esau's taking so long to actually make these things mandatory, because it is the MOTB. It's the mark. And I'm not going to go ahead and say that this exactly, what you just saw, was exactly the mark, but it's a forerunner to it. And I say that it's not exactly because they're not using it to buy and sell. There's no economic function to it, but something like that could be programmed to do that, and they just swipe their boob, and that's it. And then they buy something. But this is a forerunner, and this is what we expect to be made mandatory for everyone on this earth to get. And again, these frequencies cause cancers. That's why it speaks of that sore in Revelation that the people that received the mark would get. And to go ahead and do something like this is stupid. Just flat out stupid. You know, they showed her the implant before they put it in, because you watch those plastic surgery shows or those doctor shows, they always go over it with the patient. And so this lady, whoever it is, saw it, looked at it, was probably even knew what it was, or was probably even explained to her what it was, and she still went ahead and got this inserted into her. And so she made her choice. But that goes into how women think. So it's Job 39 and verse 17. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. So this person, whether Jake or not, saw this and still thought it was a good idea to have this implant within an implant implanted into them. That's no wisdom whatsoever. There's no understanding within that whatsoever. And this is why women should not be boosted up within society and their voices allowed to penetrate throughout society, because it's no wisdom whatsoever. It's just a bunch of hypocrisy and vanity. And this person went ahead and took this. Let's go to 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 55. And this is speaking of Asia, when the Lord is saying woe to Asia. But in this case, we're going to use it for the woman. It says, the reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom. And so we're talking about breast implants with an extra implant in it. They're going to be rewarded. And that sore will probably be right there in their breast. It says, therefore shalt thou receive recompense. So all this stuff is going to turn back onto them. They will be compensated for their wickedness and for their evil, and as well as everyone that goes ahead and receives that mark. They're going to come down with a grievous sore and be slain by the ICBMs or within any of the plagues that are to come on this place. You can't take that thing. That's the MOTB. It does not belong in your body whatsoever. It causes problems. Shouldn't have to even tell you that it'll cause problems. And I would even say your body's even more likely to reject an implant with an implant in it. It's craziness. There's no wisdom, no understanding if you're trying to take this. And the Lord's going to get you. And so, Lord willing, that was edifying. I did get that video off of Arrows of Indignation's page, by the way, and thought it was interesting, but just to give him a shout out. But Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.